people are absolutely getting bonuses if they can design food to make you fat and sick for the sake of their company's profits. It's the tale of every large food company in America and around the world hiring teams of scientists with PhDs and giving them high tech like functional MRI machines and marching orders to keep working on food formulations until they light up the human appetite center in the hypothalamus like a Christmas tree. In other words, design food people can't stop eating until their arms get tired from lifting it to their mouth. And the more irresistible food is, the more you will overeat. The more you overeat, the more you overbuy. And if you overbuy, that all redounds to my profit if I'm the one selling the stuff. It's horrible for you, horrible for your kids, but it's terrific for me. The other thing to point out, we were adapted to a world where calories were relatively scarce and hard to get, and physical activity was unavoidable. It was called survival, and everybody did it every day. And calories were relatively scarce both because we had to gather and hunt them for ourselves, and because almost all foods in the natural world, with rare exception, are relatively energy dilute. All plant foods are pretty energy dilute. There'd be rare exceptions like nuts or seeds or eggs or organ meats, but by and large, it was just about impossible to overeat. We were physically active because we had no choice. We ate food direct from nature because there were no alternatives. Nothing was highly processed. And in that world, we did fine. There was no obesity. And it then makes sense that we are designed by the forces of natural selection. We're adapted to like to eat when we can find food. We are adapted to like sugar because it's pretty scarce in the natural world. You find it in fruits and you find it in honey, but otherwise you don't find it anywhere, and you have to really work hard to get it. It's a concentrated source of quick energy, so the body likes it. The other thing to note about sugar is that breast milk is a little bit sweet because of the lactose content. So all mammals are born with a predilection to like the taste of breast milk, which is a little bit sweet. So we all like sweet. And we all like fat in our diets because it feels good in the mouth, because it makes food more palatable, but also probably physiologically because it's a concentrated source of energy. There are more than twice as many calories per gram of fat as in protein or carbohydrate. So we like salt, we like sugar, we like fat, and then we built a modern culture that is awash in them. So the things that were adapted to like because they were good for us when they were scarce are now available in constant excess. You take native cravings from the Stone Age that made sense in Stone Age context and put them in a modern culture that runs on Dunkin, where tasty calories are never more than an arm's length away, and you wind up with not just an individual's weight control struggle, but with rampant obesity in all of society. A vast majority of Americans, and for that matter, people living in modern cultures all around the world, are overweight or obese because it's not the individual's fault. We're drowning in tasty calories designed to be addictive. We're drowning in labor-saving technology. And the bottom line is Homo sapiens has all kinds of native defenses and adaptations to protect against starvation, but we basically have none to protect against obesity because in a natural world, you don't need those.